We have a guest in studio waiting patiently is Judge Jimmie Edwards, who has been with the St. Louis Chess Club and Scholastics, helping us with our missions there for so many years. He's with Maurice.
Yes, indeed, a very important person, and he's been sitting around patiently. Judge, after all, he had to have patience, and he is the Director for Public Safety in the St. Louis area. Judge, tell us, what inspires you to get into the law field in the first place, the kind of contribution you could make?
Well, Maurice, I was born right here in the city of St. Louis and just inspired by a wonderful mom. Poor kid, inner city St. Louis, who really understood that education is the key to all of life's rewards. And so with that, I thought that being an attorney would give me an opportunity to reach back into my community and to help folk in my community. So law was the answer, I believe, in order to achieve some of those things. Yes.
Definitely admirable, and we know that the city has some challenges. We know about Ferguson, we know about Michael Brown, we know the difficulties that still persist today. What do you see as the way to implement change as you give that contribution yourself?
Well, certainly I think education, and I was very concerned about the school-to-prison pipeline as a judge. I sit on the bench for 25 years prior to taking a job as the public safety director, and one of the assignments that I had was the juvenile court and trying to rehabilitate children inside of the juvenile court. So way back in 2009, Rex and I got together, and we got together to implement a chess program at a school that I had developed in order to keep kids in school and out of court. And since 2009, the St. Louis Chess Club has just been awesome in terms of its support of the school.
Now, that school is the Innovative Concept Academy. Tell us about what makes it so innovative.
Well, what makes it innovative is that we take children that nobody else wants. We take children that people thought could not achieve anything, and we teach them how to achieve. Not only do we teach them the basics, but we teach them how to be decent and law-abiding. And one of the things that we do is we use chess. And so in my mind, chess is a cerebral game. It's a type of game that requires people to think not one step ahead, but 2 or 3 steps ahead. And it's just like life. The analogy that I use with the kids, you see in life, if you make the wrong move or if you move too quickly, you might lose your life. In the game of chess, if you move too quickly, you might lose your queen. And so think before you act, or the lessons of chess. And so that lesson translates and transforms into everyday life. And because of that, and when I left the bench, I was so impressed with what was happening with our children and the fact that they were becoming more deliberate as they played the game of chess. I took it then to the police department. And so now today, as the public safety director of the city of St. Louis, who has the responsibility of all law enforcement in the city, I'm thinking, why not? Cops and chess.
And you do have the Chess Cops program. Chess Cops program. We ourselves went to the kickoff, which is very exciting to go there to actually see the police officers and children playing chess, knowing that police officers go into the schools and teach chess, and they're being trained to do so here.
And it serves many, many things for me. One of the things, of course, is it teaches children to be cerebral, as I indicated. But what it also does, it creates a relationship between police and community, police and children. It closes the trust gap. And so it's important that our children grow up understanding and respecting police authority. And so it serves a lot of purposes. While chess is one of the greatest games ever, but it serves a different purpose for me. It teaches that young child how to be respectful. See, in chess, we teach you at the end of every game, win, lose, or draw, you stand up and you reach your hand out and you shake your opponent's hands, because when you shake another man's hand, it's a sign of respect.
Well, very inspiring indeed. I'm going to ask you, do you play chess?
Well, I'm not a very good chess player, and when I sit in front of you and I sit in this room, I'm awfully intimidated. Now, Rex, I might be able to play.
That's what I'm talking about. Well, thanks so much for all you do. Such great work. Another good-looking black man on set, by the way. We were sporting that baldy well. Thank you so much for everything you do. Sincerely, keep up the great work.
And thank you for the good things that you do in our city, Maurice.
We appreciate you. Judge Jimmie Edwards is the Director of Public Safety here in St. Louis, and a very important job in using chess to help change lives.
Judge Edwards, I just have to ask, for me, you're extraordinarily well-spoken, you're articulate, do you teach public speaking? I mean, you should be a professor at public speaking, the way you represent so well.
You are very kind. I'm starting to wonder if I owe you any money.
When Yasser starts, it starts buttering you up.
$10 per compliment on set. We've been asking the people to go and make confession as well, Judge.
Of course, you're on the news every night as well. You're a spokesperson
Yes.
and speaker, so that's obvious, Yas.
Yeah.
That word has been canceled. Yeah, it's
What's been
articulate.
canceled? Articulate. Thank you so
seriously,
much. Thank you, Mike, for your
Judge-
leadership.